hi.
All right, now we can actually get started. So, hey everybody. We are here to blunder and bungle our way through Genshin Impact. If you are watching this on YouTube, this was recorded live on a day during
whenever. Ooh, it's a door. Now we can click to begin, everybody.
Finally. Oh my gosh.
It is a gotcha
So
game.
does anybody remember what happened last time?
I remember someone falling from the sky, a fairy running around, and a person with a long braided ponytail.
Oh, we've got news. All I want to do is play a game. Why does this do this? Oh, didn't we kill a dragon?
You know, I feel like that was a month ago. I don't even remember. I'm sure we did. All right, Twinkle Toes. Oh, that's not you. Oh, that's what you're supposed to follow. Oh. What a gender bending experience this is. Oh, you're two characters. Oh, I see what's happening. All right, I wasn't sure for a second.
I could just have way too much fun just doing this.
I'm like, that's some serious glamour magic right there, you guys. I'm like, wow. Where's your little fairy companion? Where's your Navi? Hey, where are you?
Seems to be the Knights of Favonia's headquarters.
We found her. I'm like,
Holy moly.
if you call her, she will come.
There we go. Enter.
I feel like if this was a real world, I would be the fairy companion.
Is that so?
And Bungle would be the warrior. I do believe that.
So in other words, I did a good job with the thumbnail from the when this got posted.
To meet them here. There have been sightings of Stormterror outside the city. Once we meet, we must
A storm.
relax. I'll lend a hand when the
Stormterror. I'm pretty sure that was the dragon.
Oh, dang, I need to slow down more. I'm drinking all my wine, everyone.
What else is new?
This is true. You know what this kind of reminds me of?
What's that?
That anime that we watched. that
Grand
one.
Blue Fantasy.
Yeah, it's based off Final Fantasy. It's very same, you know, graphics.
Are you sweeties here to help us out?
Of
Well-
course, I'm here to help you out.
You're both so adorable.
I know.
Aren't we?
It's because I'm drinking.
Timing is regrettable.
That always is.
Stormterror has caused quite a ruckus in the region since its recent resurgence.
Oh no.
Because of dragon.
Simply put, Mondstat's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a cat.
I too travel by ley lines sometimes. It's not as difficult as you may think.
If it weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have better ways to help you than just putting up missing person posters.
I want to live in a world where we all wear incredibly tight outfits like this.
Nope. Nope.
Yes, you oppose in Mondstat.
You can go live there.
Well, I mean, I can wear a girdle.
Women will help too.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
We need a plan.
With Stormterror now directly attacking
We need a
Mondstadt,
plan,
we
gang.
have an
Where's Scooby-Doo when you need
opportunity
him?
to cause problems.
They're doing a lot of talking. Can we get like past all this?
Favonius, time is against us.
All right, we're knights now.
Alright,
Oh, I like
we
that.
need to take initiative and
Well, you're a
act
knight. I'm a
together.
fairy.
I don't even think I'm a knight. I think I'm just sort of a stand-in poser of a knight. But hey, I got a
They call
shot.
that a mercenary.
And a wish. I can wish for things. It's a great app.
Dionysus. We should wish for more wine.
More wine indeed.
More wine!
Press F3 to open the wish screen.
Of course I say pass all this stuff. I don't need to know all this. I'm just here. I want the game to keep going. I just want to wing
Oh,
it.
the wish screen is where you can actually spend real money on stuff.
We're gonna go with no. We like free.
Are we good now? Can I go?
Sure. You're stretching.
All right, open door. Let's get out of here.
Follow the sparkles.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
The shinies will lead us to where we need to be.
Is there popcorn tonight? No.
Only.
No. I know we should have brought popcorn. Why didn't you bring popcorn?
Oh, hey, I found a blacksmith.
Oh, word, y'all. Whew.
You're gonna be flirting with everybody we run
Yes,
into.
I'm going to. I like that chin strap that you have on right now. Oh wait, that's a beard.
Or if you need something else, I can make it on request.
Yes, Dionysus is the old god that I choose to worship. He's the god of wine, the theater, fertility, and what's the other one?
Berserking.
Berserking, which is what I like to do on a Friday night, which is why I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Everywhere. You look confused. Bring some back and I'll help you forge.
Yep, I would say Daddy Blacksmith as well. I don't know about the last part that she said,
Like a
but
short-tempered guy?
yes.
Something we said?
Take your pick. Choose your weapon.
Yeah,
I can't hear
sure.
you.
What do you have to sell? All right, cool. There we go.
Oh, my
Oh, hey, we
gosh.
have money. Okay,
We got a lot of money.
cool.
Go see Amber.
We're just gonna assume everything's fine.
That's why, you guys, I personally don't use weapons when I'm fighting things. I just use full-on magical power or berserkness given to me by Dionysus.
I don't even know how to equip the grimoire though.
It's very unfortunate.
So your magical power is kind of at a.
Well, don't you have like weird blue fire that comes out of your hands or something? Yeah, there you go. You now know
There
how to
it
use
is.
this store. He figured it out, everybody.
Now then, what
Light this up there.
building
Ah.
around here looks like it might be? Oh, hey, this is glowing.
Ooh.
Teleport waypoint.
Wow. Now this is giving me very Final Fantasy vibes. You know, Final Fantasy 12 when you would use the crystals to transport yourself everywhere. Do you remember that? Dolores is asking,
RPGs.
can we combine the swords to level them up? I don't think you can do that. I wouldn't think so.
It would be nice, but
would
I have
be.
no idea. I don't even know how to equip a sword, much less open up a craft menu.
Well, no, remember you pushed a button and it like showed up behind your butt and then you just throw it at people. That's what I remember how it happened.
Enhance.
Wow.
It's now a level 7 silver sword.
Wow, fancy.
So yes, we combined the 2 silver swords plus some enhancing ore into a better sword. Wait, no. There.
It's just floating behind you. I like that. That's really cool.
Okay.
All right.
Don't question it. We're just gonna
Listen,
go.
this is a magical world where amazing things happen all
I mean,
the
I
time.
upgraded this sword. Obviously, you
Could be a
can't just
glitch, Dolores. It
upgrade
could be a glitch.
your sword without giving it a mind and will of its own. That's how it works.
It kind of reminds me of this episode of Inuyasha when this crazy sword goes bazonkers and stuff like that. Do you remember that? You never really watched that show.
Not really.
But yeah, it's an Inuyasha type thing, I would say. And the sword would kind of just like float behind them if they asked, you know, not that they asked them to.
If they ask.
If they asked, like, will you just float behind me? No. You're totally right, Dolores. That was a movie. Something about 2 swords or something like that. Yeah, I remember that. And true story, there is a new thing on Crunchyroll where it's like happens in the future where it's their kids.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That's an anime out.
Yeah, it's like Demon Princess or something like that. It was all right. I was able to get through the first episode. Oh, you've been watching it. Do you like it so far? I like the first episode was a little too, like, not too much, but maybe I should give it a second chance. Watch the second episode. I thought it was a little choppy compared to the original one. Because I really like Inuyasha.
Yeah, like what was it that I didn't see it, but like what was it that happened in it that kind of made you feel?
Well, it was kind of just going between like both of them, to like the past and the future. Not the future, I guess the past and the present, and the characters were. It just didn't have the same spark I thought that the original one had. The best way to describe it, I guess for me, is like, you know, when you see a movie and you're like, God, I love this movie. It's really, really, really good. So they're like, oh, let's make a sequel. But they don't bring back the original cast. So they're the same name and they kind of look like the same people, but they don't have the same mannerisms. That's kind of where we're at right now. I'm like, you gonna die. Oh, so we have to pass the first few episodes for it to get better. All right. I'll keep going then, Dolores. I watched it like a week ago. I'll watch the next episode then. Oh, you get the second season. Oh, gotta wait till the second season to get answers? I don't know how I feel about that.
Until the second season, you're just confused.
Sounds about right.
That sounds like Inuyasha.
You know, that actually does sound very much like Inuyasha. Okay, I'm expecting a very grand temple, everybody. Here we go.
Oh, hey. It's built into the side of a mountain.
So are these people dwarves? Is that what's happening?
Whom?
Dwarves?
Excuse me?
Dwarves?
What's the foom for?
A dwarf?
Why was there a foom?
I like dwarves. Oh, look, yep, this is where you have to go. This is where she's at. With her little red bunny ears.
This is it. One of the deserted temples of the Four Winds.
We paid attention.
These
We read.
temples have been left to waste for years now. The people of Mondstat almost never come here. There's a chance there's a monster nest or hilichurl camp inside.
Hilichurl?
A turtle?
Even Stormterror has given up on its own temple.
So I really am getting very,
I
not
also
just Breath of the
find it
Wild,
hard
but
to
Final
accept,
Fantasy
but
vibes from this. It's like a mixture of the both.
Stormterror was once one of the Four Winds.
I mean, when you start getting into fantasy RPGs.
Did you
Oh,
just
that's
hear that?
true.
The wind here. Something's off. Let's go in and take a look. Be careful. The dragon's power is disturbing this area.
Ooh. It's like Final Fantasy V, everyone. Did you guys get that? The wind is off. I must go to the wind temple.
Open!
Is that all you have to do to get into a temple?
I mean, you know, normally you have to show it your Sheikah slate.
Oh, that's true. Your shi-
Identification, please. All right, so here we go.
What? Oh my
Right,
god.
that makes sense.
We got sucked into an alternative dimension.
You can use that
Wow, I totally
console
slurred that, and I'm not even drunk. That was very embarrassing.
Are you?
I'm not. If only. Yeah, very Sheikah slate.
Go, guys.
Wow, I can see so far into the temple.
What are you guys, like, underground? This is very bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine we are, just because it was a temple that was just built into the side of a mountain. But this is what makes no sense to me. I'm like, what? What? What is going on? I'm almost tempted to try, like, gliding over to some of those other floaty areas.
Do it. What's the worst that can happen? Death.
Oh, there's no floaty.
Death. People should
All right.
never listen to me because I will make sure you die.
Is that what happens? I'm
I'm
going to set everything
on
on fire
fire!
now. Burn, burn, burn. You know what? I like that one.
I was about to say,
I'm gonna-
don't do that. That provides shade for, for people. Don't be rude.
Oh, steak. I'm hungry.
Me too. And we have no popcorn here whatsoever.
Right? That's so awful.
That's very sad.
That one just went poof. There wasn't really any burning involved with the barrel.
Oh no, that's goo. Be careful of the goo. Ooh, gosh, you just
Goo?
got like goo. It looks like goo.
Looks like a tapestry.
Oh, I was seeing a really long piece of fish. Yeah.
Can I just keep sniping you and you'll just keep
You got
getting
him!
points?
Oh, this is very like, oh, I like this.
I was gonna keep getting a whole bunch of points for sniping you over and over.
You need to upgrade her bow. You should upgrade her bow. You have
think I
special crystals for
can.
that.
Right?
A horn.
Ooh, a horn.
Must have got them riled up.
Oh, well, you're...
Good thing I prepared my secret weapon.
Ooh.
Explosive puppet berry bunny.
What? So what's the bunny thing that she was talking about?
I don't know.
No. Cute.
No.
No one escapes my sight.
Ooh. That didn't really do anything, but
That
it was
didn't
very
do
flashy. I liked it. I think
anything.
they were too far away. They were probably too far away.
Is that how that works?
I think that's exactly how that works.
Oh, hi. That's
And
how-
that is what Dolores was talking about.
Yeah. So that is her E.
Ow. That's what you should have sent out when there was people there, you see.
Oh my gosh. That looks like something that can explode. Are you gonna explode?
Do
Explode.
it. Do it. Oh!
That's so satisfying.
Behold the power,
That
everyone.
is just so satisfying. I love it so much.
Wanderer's advice. Get out. That's what it is. Get out.
See, like those ones are red. So we should be able to just be like,
Boom.
like that.
So now you want to whip out your little... You guys, she's gonna do something. You still need to attack him though, don't... Ah, there we go. Yeah. Look at this. Now we're getting everyone. We're getting it all up. Woo, good job.
All right, now can
Go
I do
Bungle.
this
Go
special?
Bungle. It's your birthday. Behold fire. Look at you
Well, I
getting the
got
hang
one
of
of
this pretty well, aren't you?
No. There's so many different things going on and buttons to press and
Bungle, you could have just lied and just said, yeah, you're getting it. It's all good.
why
Just
am I
saying.
missing him so much?
You gotta aim.
Ow.
You gotta aim right for him. You
Oh,
gotta go.
Does he have a bow? He does. Oh, I
Ouch.
need to do something.
That's a
about
crossbow.
you.
That's a crossbow.
Oh, he laid a trap. Did you see that? He laid a trap.
I
All
can't
right,
see
all right,
anything.
all
You're
right,
just running around
all
in
right, you know what?
crazy circles, everyone.
It's time.
Woo.
If we're gonna do melee combat, we need to do our guy. Get our.
We
guy
need
in
B&B
here.
out, you guys. We
We're
need
gonna-
B&B out. Amber's good for long shooting, but we need B&B for like close-ups.
She's our long shot.
It's so high. Seems like there's something up there.
Use your wings.
How do we get across? Isn't this
Would okay.
If we hit it with a powerful pyro attack, we might trigger
So
it.
Barnaby Wild is saying, would either of you eat insects in a survival scenario? Dolores says no. So Bungle, would you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I may have eaten an insect before.
On purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's a difference between.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was this one time I was in Alaska hiking and I ate a bug. That was by accident.
But when you just have your mouth open
like,
when you're in a convertible.
well, you guys have seen me like this, go, you know, and I'm just talking and I just ate a whole bug. But no, I've had chocolate covered crickets. And I have to say they were pretty good.
I've always wanted to try like cookies or a cake made from cricket flour.
You know what? I remember you talking about this, and I know before it's hard to find. You have to special order the cricket flour, but yes, I'd
They
like
sell
to make
it in Oregon.
an Oregon.
I can't climb this wall.
Yeah. And to be fair, I've eaten worse things than bugs. Can you like drink more of your wine so I can have more? For criminy sake. I'm dry
Criminy this
here.
time.
I'm dry here.
Power's coming from?
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's a dragon's egg. You guys think it's a dragon's egg? It's a dragon's egg. I think it's a dragon's egg.
Phew. I'm
You didn't do anything.
At least this way we've helped Jean out.
Yeah, she should be thankful.
In the past, we were at least able to defend the city and keep it
I would
safe.
never eat a maggot. I'll be very honest with you. Grub, I can deal with. A maggot.
What's the difference?
Well, grubs are just like usually just larvae kind of a thing.
That's what a maggot is.
I know, but a maggot, I know, I worked for doctors
This, of course, is mostly thanks to
and they
Jean.
use them to eat
But now
dead
with
skin.
Stormterror directly
So I
attacking the
just
city itself,
can't eat those. I just don't want to.
Are you afraid that if they've been eating skin, then it'd be like cannibalism?
Well, I'm fine with cannibalism. I'm all right with that. It's just eating something that's eaten something else, which is, you know.
Which is everything!
I mean, I don't know.
There is no creature out there that hasn't eaten something else.
Listen, I've seen maggots in work with like eating fleshy stuff before. So it's just, I just can't. They serve their purpose. We need them in the medical field to eat necrotic skin and tissue.
The winds change. So too should our tactics?
Maggots on corpses are a definite no. Oh, well, you know, at least we can agree with that. The body has to be alive.
The 4 winds we were discussing earlier? If you want to learn more about our history, you
The
can
4
actually-
wins. Sounded like me earlier in the studio before we went live on the chat. Am I wrong? It's true.
He would not stop coughing.
No.
I'm not
Or
saying I
farting.
don't know our history. It's just
I coughed, then I farted. I sneezed, and then I farted.
I mean,
It's been a hard day. Is it Friday yet?
you're supposed to be more knowledgeable than an outrider.
Oh, yeah. Mmm. You know-
Challenge completed.
I mean, I remember once, and I always tell this story to people, and it's so funny. I was once in the ER, and I was talking to one of my doctors because I had, you know, he had some information I needed to get some work done, and I was leaning against a gurney, and he was just like, "Andrew, you need to stop leaning against that gurney." And I'm just like, "It's just a gurney. It's not a big deal." And he goes, "There's somebody on it." And I looked and I was like, it's just a pile of stuff. And it was a person. It was a dead body. I was leaning against a dead body. I had no idea. So yeah, again, working in the ER, it's fun. I recommend it. What are you doing now?
I chased down a ghost and it gave me a chest.
You chased down a Poe?
Sure.
A Poe. It was a Poe. I love a Poe. That looked like a Poe.
That was a slime.
A slime. Oh, you guys remember that? What was that game? Which one was that? Ocarina of Time when they had the Poes? Oh, I loved the Poes. Those were one of my favorite bad guys in that whole game.
Because you got to collect them and then drink them.
You got to collect them and then put them in a bottle. No, my actually favorite too, like, was the Forest Temple too, when it had all the Poe sisters. I thought they were so cool. Burning, you're
There
burning.
you go. Oh, I did not mean to call that out.
Squeeze her back in. Can you squeeze her back in? Gosh, gosh, Bungle, this is how the California fires happens. This is so irresponsible.
Sorry. Sorry, bye.
Gosh, everybody.
Do you think this thing's gonna explode when I hit it?
I don't know.
It's got one more hit. And yup. It explodes when it dies.
As do I, as do I.
Yes, please.
Well, that is the most awkward angle ever. I'm like, oh,
I was trying to get it to be poured on camera.
Oh,
was
hold
my
on.
goal
I got
from
it.
that.
I got it. Do I look good? Dolores, do I look good? Dolores, do I look good?
Holy moly, how much did you pour? You emptied the bottle?
Enough.
Oh my gosh. You guys. We don't normally go through an entire bottle in just 2 glasses.
Well, we had to fill them up. I'm sorry.
What we normally do is
We spread it over at least 3 glasses so we feel better about ourselves.
I wouldn't mind feeling better about myself.
These are big fish.
Look how full this is. This is like the size of my head.
Oh, it really is. I might have to drink some of that.
Oh, but that's good though.
I know how to make a drink.
But you have no experience. Where did you learn? So speaking of experience with drinks, what do we have in mind for the next Taste It Then Make It?
Okay, so far we are filming we want to film 2 episodes of Taste It and Make It actually tomorrow, which is Friday. I only have one drink recipe so far, so I need to come up with a second one. If you guys would love to make a suggestion in the chat now, that would be great, because just because he can't see it. Hold on. I turned the screen. He can't see it now. It's fine. So, but if you guys want him to make something,
Him?
you if you want Bungle to bungle up a drink, and let's be honest, if you guys have watched the other Taste It and Make It, he's been making some pretty good drinks, which is kind of annoying, but you know, he's pretty good. He's a good bartender, so it's not really annoying.
Yeah,
actually,
you get to drink them.
this is true. And you know what's really funny is we made a cocktail last night, and he actually made his bungled up version of the Manhattan, and it was buggery good. It was
strong.
It was so strong. But it
Very
was
strong
so
because
good.
that's the one that's like basically a Manhattan plus dark rum.
Yeah.
And it's a really good drink, but whoo!
Well, I'm happy we finally got through that dark rum.
I know, or the Myers dark rum is fine. I'm kicking myself. I'm not supposed to be giving out brands. Sorry, but I was like, it's a good rum, but I'm also glad that we finally, after 4 years of it sitting there,
Does
finally
it really? Oh, sorry. Barnaby Wild says it looks weird how the glasses blend with the background and it sometimes looks like the wine is floating.
Oh yeah, because I bet the clear glass just gets green.
See, Barnaby Wild, if you go Dionysus like we do, Dionysus.
You just end up with wine floating in front
the
of
air
your face
right before it goes into your mouth.
Mm.
But you were saying, yes, you made a really good, strong Manhattan.
Oh, you're quite the brave one.
It was very, very strong.
It's very good.
The moment that you have dark rum in it is just, you're like, yep, that's alcohol.
You know, we should make the zombie again just for fun.
Yeah, I bet you if we actually followed the directions, it would be a good drink.
That is the only time Blunder got Bungle ever. And that was 6 years ago?
Is it that long?
I think it was about 6 years ago.
That's the only drink, because
Yeah.
I used to say, okay, so everybody out there, I used to say that I have 3 superpowers.
Mhm.
And my superpowers are: 1, I do not get heartburn.
Very
2,
good. He eats a lot of spicy food,
I
everybody.
eat lots of spicy food. You guys have seen me. I did the 1-chip challenge twice. I lasted a full hour
Yes.
on the 1-chip challenge and did not throw
You remember?
up.
And Kage barfed it right on live stream, everybody.
So I do not get heartburn.
No.
I do not get brain freeze. I can drink
That's a good
super
skill.
cold frozen drinks.
Margarita's not a problem.
It's totally fine. I drink frozen margaritas all the time, never does anything to me.
Mhm.
And 3, my other one that before I had that zombie drink that I used to be able to claim is that I get no hangovers.
And who is your kryptonite?
That dark rum proved to be the kryptonite to that superpower.
You're welcome.
No one makes offerings to
Still made a good drink that night.
Oh, it was a very good drink.
Oh, Barnaby Wild says it looks like a couple of wizards drinking wine. I'll take that.
Yes.
Cheers to
Yes,
that.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
We need to clear out the temples.
I was like you and me standing next to each other.
He means because he's so much taller than I am.
Man.
Like it really takes, we had to like balance these cameras out for like 5 to 10 minutes before the stream starts to make sure that we're about equal size, because otherwise if we were on the same camera, I have to sit in a booster chair to not look like I'm at his shoulder level.
Yeah.
I'm not short either.
No, he's actually
I am-
above average for a gentleman.
Right? I'm above average height. He's just so ludicrously tall
I'm freakishly tall.
that it's just, oh.
I'm a
Oh.
giant. I'm part giant on my father's side.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just chose to go in here again. 'cause it was
Listen.
on the
They don't
map.
come here to watch us know what we're doing. They watch us here to be entertaining. Right, everyone? That's right.
Like the cool guy wearing the peacock was just like, hey, come with me.
Oh, I'm with Dolores. I want something like that. I want like a peacock.
Oh, I mean, he's got like this whole thing that he's, whoo.
I almost bought a blazer with like peacock feathers all over it.
I could see you doing that.
Mhm.
That reminds me of if anybody's ever seen the anime to Bayonetta.
Oh, Bayonetta. I thought you said to Beta-Netta. I was like, to Beta-Netta?
Bayonetta, the Sega witch.
Yes.
She has an anime out that if you haven't seen, you should
Crunchyroll.
totally.
It's a movie.
Is it on Crunchyroll?
It's on Crunchyroll.
All
It's a
right.
movie.
If it's on Crunchyroll, definitely go see it
Yes.
because she is friggin' amazing.
So good, isn't it?
And yes, her father wears like a peacock. It's just
That reminded
a
you of
golden
me?
peacock. Well, no, what reminded me is I was like, this is totally something you would wear.
Probably.
Here, that's my wine. That's mine. That's mine.
This peach
That's
schnapps is a
mine.
good ear.
That's but. He doesn't even like it.
Ooh, my fascination wore off a little bit. Hold on. You know, Barnaby Wild said, I wish we were wizards. That'd be fun.
They wouldn't it?
I would love to be a wizard.
You know what? I absolutely agree with that. If I could like actually cast magic.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if you would want to be a sorcerer or a wizard.
What do you consider the difference to be?
Finally, we're here.
Oh. Oh, I think I have to sneeze.
Oh, Gesundheit. So in my view,
Hold on. I'm back. Okay, what's your view? What's the difference between a wizard and a sorcerer?
that a sorcerer, just by definition of the name, draws their power from a source.
Yes, I would agree with that.
As a god, an element, a
Yes.
crystal.
Yes.
Something provides a sorcerer with their power. And that means there's always the possibility that something that can come between the sorcerer and their power.
So what do you
and
mean by
sever it
that?
off.
Something that comes in between.
Like some being powerful enough could separate a sorcerer from their source of power.
Oh, so you're kind of thinking like, so almost like, hold on. What is that movie? Doctor Strange. That one character that pulls her sorceress powers from.
Oh yeah, from like Dormammu.
Yes, so it's something like that. That's what you think, right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
something like that would be a sorcerer. Like Doctor Strange is a little interesting because they kind of do both. Like I've seen Doctor Strange, most of the stuff they do is very much sorcery, that they draw power from a source, but
Yeah.
every now and then you see them do like very wizardy things. And like the difference being that wizards tend to be studious in their like the ability
Actual
to
spells.
call out
Yeah.
magic that is not as dependent on the source of power. And this is the other, I think the one of the even bigger things I didn't say about sorcerers is that if a sorcerer is drawing power from a particular god, then what happens if somebody were to say kill that god?
They could either no
Or
longer draw
like
from that.
the
and they-
crystal is like, hey, you know, I get all of my power from the crystal of wind, and then something destroys the crystal of wind. Like suddenly, oh hey, I can't get the power from that.
I think it depends on the situation, really. Because if you think it's like, so like even if like the crystal of wind, there's still going to be wind in the world. It's just the harness. It's all that. You just won't be as powerful. Do you know what I mean? So getting it from that direct source. But Barnaby Wild wants to know, what kind of magic would you choose to have if you could only master one type of element?
Lightning.
Dolores says water. So you say lightning?
Absolutely a lightning element. It's one of the things that has always pissed me off is the sense that everybody in pop culture has always argued that there are four elements.
Right.
And the traditional like Chinese four elements are like in Avatar where you have fire, earth, water, and air. My argument is that ice and lightning are their own elements. They're not part of the other elements. And I can back this with science. That
Don't go too sciencey, but go for
my
it.
definition of the elements is that earth, I guess I should start. Yeah, it's earth, water, air, and lightning are the different phases of matter, while fire and ice are the addition and subtraction of energy needed to transfer between those various states.
That is true.
Of matter.
That's actually very true.
And so therefore that's kind of why I do that.
So you'd be
bit
lightning. You know, see, I think if we go traditional, so I do believe that there is Of course, the earth, wind, fire, water. I can get on board with ice and lightning as well. Do you believe in there's holy and shadow?
See, that requires a little bit extra. Like absolutely, like I think light and dark. My take on that is a little bit different than most people because I think there is a difference between light and shadow and good and evil.
Well, yeah.
Because that's what I end up seeing a lot of whenever
I don't believe necessarily that shadow is evil. I just believe in, you know, it's still just...
It's like there is the presence of light and the absence of light. And I think those are two very, very different things. And if you were to take, again, my scientific approach on that, then you basically have, you know, photonic energy and the lack of photonic energy. And then that also kind of brings in the whole sense of, well, what kind of light are we talking about? Just normal light that humans are capable of seeing, or light that exists on the spectrum even beyond what humans can see?
Let's see. Barnaby's also say, technically, you'd have to learn fire before learning lightning, but it depends on the lore game you based it on.
No, see, this is where I disagree with that, because lightning is plasma. And if we're talking about needing to know fire before you can know plasma, then you need to know liquid, which is water, before you know
so that's
air.
The thing too, is like, so I think one of the lores that you get that from is like the airbending. So the firebenders, an extension of firebending is lightning magic, is lightning bending.
Yes, and the reason that I don't like that per se is that whole thing that if firebenders are the ones that can do lightning, then it should be that an earthbender, there's no reason that an earthbender can't do water then, because the next phase above a solid is liquid. You have solid, liquid, gas, plasma.
Okay, yeah, but now you're mixing science with magic, and that's just like, so don't do that. That's too much. Oh, he died, everybody.
I was trying to see if I could like double jump.
Lightning is counted as a rare pair of evolved magic. Well, that could be true. And light and dark are often their own things too, as discussed.
Yeah, that's just been sort of like a big thing to me. Is like,
it's just, there's so many different lores out there right now, so it's kind of hard to, like, it just depends on which lore, which game, which kind of, or like, you know, story that you're following.
Many years, and this is the problem I guess I have when discussing magic with like trying to reconcile it with the way magic is traditionally viewed, is that I've just spent years and years trying to reconcile how magic would actually work with what we currently know about real matter and atoms and
that's just taking all the fun out of it, everybody.
I don't think it does at all.
Drink your wine. Drink your wine.
I'm trying to figure out how to get across this darn thing.
This is when we need elemental magic, you guys. He figured it out.
I'm being stupid. Sorry, I've got a nice guy with me.
Oh my gosh. We got distracted by the magic conversation. I like it though. Keep it coming, you guys.
Was once one of the 4 winds. I'm not aware of the exact.
I know, you know, even with lightning, you know, I played a game once that you could only obtain lightning if you mixed earth with wind. Isn't that bizarre?
Yes.
That's very bizarre. So that's how you actually got lightning, was earth and wind. Oh, I never even answered the question. I would be wind. I really would. I feel like that even my demeanor and my attitude can be very much like a tornado / hurricane, but it's over just as quick. I'm like,
but real quick, one of the points that I wanted to make about lightning is that, you know, from the perspective of the earth.
Blunder picked up, what? Oh, go ahead. I picked wind, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that from the perspective of the earth, lightning is viewed as a rare element, that it doesn't happen as often as the other elements of, like, you know, liquid, gas, solids, and all of that.
Sure.
But in the sense of the universe, plasma, which is lightning, is absolutely the most abundant element, just because that is every star in the sky.
Ooh.
To my surprise, a well-trained knight. The battles you just fought.
And thank you for our lovely educational moment from Bill and I, the Science Guy, everyone. I love Bill Nye the Science
Treat
Guy.
the environment right.
Okay, so Barnaby's saying, I think dark is typically stronger than light, and light tends to deal with healing. Stronger in terms of attack, I mean.
When you have the time.
Oh, you know, that's a really good point, too. I mean, I don't know, like...
I also know a lovely tavern. If
Oh,
that's how
a lovely tavern.
I haven't been paying attention to this. Am I being asked out on a date? What's happening?
Ooh. Dolores says yes, and I say yes as well.
We've seized another temple from Stormterror's grasp.
I can take care of the rest here. You go take care of other things while I'm at it.
Oh.
See you later then. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
There's no way Hilly Turtles organized an ambush like this themselves. Not with their limited mental capacity.
Oh. Oh, you guys. Here we go. Look, you guys.
You were behind this.
I'd like a date.
Why does that mask look so familiar?
Oh, look who all knew I would make an appearance in this, you guys. Look at that.
Fiery redhead. There we go.
Oh, we all knew when this was going to happen, and it's finally happened. Oh, and a ponytail, too.
Euphonious. Always so inefficient.
Agree to disagree, but your involvement in this just made things a whole lot more interesting.
Oh dear. Fire and ice just got together, guys.
Final Fantasy is a good example of what I mean in light versus dark spells because a white mage is typically a healer on the team.
Yes, so that goes
Ooh, a
back
plague-
into the traditional view
The
that
plague mask, she's
light
totally right.
is holy
You're right,
and
Dolores.
black is maybe not so much evil, but destructive. And so that's sort of the argument there, whether
I know, but then if you think
In the
about Final
traditional
Fantasy
fantasy
VII,
sense.
I mean, you have holy, which is just completely can be destructive just as much as you know what I mean?
Well,
Holy can be
it-
just as destructive as
the
everything.
spell holy in the Final Fantasy series is the offensive spell of white magic, but it is not the like end all of like it's a very, very high level.
Say
white
that to
spell.
Genova and Sephiroth. It did not end well for them in Final Fantasy VII. I'm just saying.
Did it though?
I mean, well, yeah.
Because
There was an Advent Children, but you know, whatever.
As I was about to say,
Right off
in
that.
Advent Children, we see that the Genova cells ended up basically living on as like a virus and infecting the world and like this horrible disease.
Not even Cure could fix it.
Not even Cure could fix it. I mean, how awful.
I agree.
Oh my gosh, these are level 12?
Oh, you're gonna get your bum whooped. Bollocks.
It's fine. I can just jump out of the way of everything. They can't even
You're gonna
touch me.
level
Oh,
up.
he's got a... What are you holding there?
Oh.
You drop that. You drop that now. I don't like it that you're like trying to throw slimes at me.
Barnaby says, I think water would be great power because the source is everywhere. That's true. Even us as humans, or a majority of us is water.
So that's one of the things I really, really loved in Avatar, The Last Airbender, was when
what?
they introduced blood bending.
Oh,
Because
I
they were like,
know. That was
because
so
water
good.
is so abundant inside the human body,
Yes.
it stands to reason that a waterbender should basically be able to use a human as a puppet. And, oh, that was frighteningly cool.
That was insanely crazy.
Holy moly. All right, I don't know what this ice guy is, but he sucks.
I know. Oh, well, you just have
I
to
need
learn.
to kill him first.
Oh, I thought you meant your character that can cast ice.
No,
I'm like, you
this
just have
guy.
to train him up a little
This
bit.
guy. There we go. Now their ice support is gone. I can finally kill off these other guys.
Ooh, go up for it.
All right, you want to do that? You want to do that? You want to do that? Here, shield against this. Now we're getting it. Now we know how to fight. We can work as a team. Yeah. No one can stop me now.
All in all, Korra wasn't that good. It was decent, though, in my opinion. That's what Barnaby says. I have heard that as well. I think The Last Airbender really set the bar really, really, really high. And we liked the character of Aang so much that Korra was just... Not that she was a disappointment. It was just we were kind of expecting
I think
maybe
one
a,
of
continuation
one of the big
of that.
problems between the two series was that Legend of Korra suffered a major shift in tone that might have made it impossible for it to have kept up with Avatar: The Last Airbender right off from the beginning, because the audience that were intended, like it's one of those things that you always say, you know, a show that goes on for a long time should grow up with its audience.
Sure.
And that's basically what they tried to do, because they realized that people that started watching the Last Airbender when they were, let's say, 8-9 years old, by the time Legend of Korra started, they should be about 13, going into teenage years. And so they kind of tried to do that whole thing, like, all right, well, let's make this show actually now more suitable for teenagers. But they did it too stereotypically. Like, they really tried doing this whole, like, oh, well, teenagers are all about like this drama and relationships. And
I wasn't as a teenager, and let me tell you what.
they let that take too much focus in the show. In my
It was
opinion.
very relationship oriented, which was a bit too much. Oh, we found her. Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Liza.
Hey, cutie.
Liza with an S.
Hi.
She's very
I'd like to help
flirtatious.
you out too. How kind of you.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't
I'm a
hesitate to
helper.
come to me if you need anything.
Okay.
Good question.
I thought I was here to ask you a question, but apparently you need my help. This is not what
Yeah.
I was expecting. I was really hoping to finally get some answers.
Basically, things other than that which require brawn or brains.
You know, I feel like us and all of our audience should dress up as these characters for Halloween this year and have just a nice Zoom party.
What things other than that which require brawn or brains? So neither brawn, whatever you're dealing with requires neither brawn nor brain, but something.
It requires wine.
So, what does that leave?
Thank you, Paimon. Thank you.
Oh, wait, there's a little bit left.
No, just run away from me. Come back here.
And off she goes.
I have questions.
I don't even know what's going on with this game. I've been so involved with our chat and our discussion. I like it. Thank you guys for staying with us. This is a blast.
Yeah, it's always really fun when we get you guys to actually be like really involved in these conversations.
It's so much fun. I love it.
It really is just like we're hanging out and having a blast.
That's kind of why I come and do these live streams, because we don't have this during Gaming Wineos, so.
Temple of the Lion. Right.
Just kidding.
I guess I could give this a go.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So that mean your party's gonna be 4 now, or did the other guy leave?
No, he's still here. Let's see what she does.
Always have the smart person on your team, you guys. You always have the smart person on your team. I dig it. So would this be
Well-
a sorceress or a witch?
Who knows? Until we actually know where her power derives from, we can't really tell.
It looks like it derives from a book.
I knew it. There was a
Oh, see,
strong
now
pull
that
from
is
the
more
energy coming from
wizardy-like.
deep
That's
within
what I
this
was
tunnel.
thinking as well.
Paimon, are you able to float
You're a
along?
wizard, Lisa. You're a wizard.
Even if she does. Good point. We'd better start looking for a way to get up there then. You're in for a little. Leave it to me.
I
Okay.
missed. There. Got you. Again.
Come a little
Yes.
closer.
Yes. You're doing like no damage, girl. Okay, let's actually kill.
We'll
this
see if you
thing.
can level her up first, remember?
Well, I barely just got her. She hasn't done anything to get points to level yet.
Well, you never know. Check. Well, she's already level. What level is she? I wonder what if in any element or type of magic reality bending would fall under.
Reality bending. Now there you go, because that's basically what I would consider like dimensional bending, where you can actually traverse between like the 3rd to 4th and 5th dimensions, just because we always view the
Going
world
all nerdy, everybody. Here we go.
the world in our like very much like, you know, 3 dimensions. But somebody that's a reality bender would view the world from like at least a 5th or 6th dimension.
Doctor Strange, everyone. Doctor Strange. Ooh.
Like, just having access to the fourth dimension means being able to move across time. And if you can move across time, then that should mean that you can change time. And that would be...
Lisa's elemental
amazing.
skill can be unleashed by pressing or charging by holding. Go, Lisa, go.
Oh, I can charge it.
Makes it more powerful.
Oh, so... Hi.
Holy guacamole, do that again.
She needs 10 seconds to do that again.
She's just gotta run in circles. That's what I would do. Run!
Like, let's just stay away from me for
Run!
a bit. Stay away from me. Oh, don't blow up in
Run!
my face. Don't blow up in my face. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Closer. You've been a naughty boy.
I think you aimed it in the wrong direction.
I needed to do that in a certain amount of time.
Oh, so you gotta charge first
I
and
getcha.
then do it
Well,
again.
I can't charge first because first I have to throw just a normal spell to activate it,
Hello, Melee Flower. Hello, welcome to us.
and then those guys come up, and then we're all right.
Oh,
do
Barnaby
that, do
Wild
that.
says, I know reality bending is a big SCP thing. It's totally true. We've been watching ICP.
Yes, I love SCP.
And Dolores says, what about emotion manipulation, which is also a huge SCP thing if you watch. I follow a channel on YouTube that is, oh my gosh,
Top fives.
the top fives. And they talk a lot about SCPs, and it's really, 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 it annoys Bungle because I play it all the time, but it's so fascinating to watch.
Well, I don't get annoyed by whenever they do an SCP thing because I really, really find SCPs amazing.
Wow, you're just kicking tush. Look at you go. You did it.
It only took
Oh.
3 friggin' tries.
Well, you know, you have to really go for it.
But yes, SCP is the foundation, stands for Secure, Contain, Protect. And so they are the ones responsible for finding all of the supernatural things that exist on Earth and keeping normal people safe from them.
Yes, which is why we're also locked up in a little SCP containment center all the time as well.
You never see us outside of the strange
No.
green environment. Oh wait, the green is filtered out for your viewing pleasure.
Yes. Well, so Mayflower says, how are you liking Genshin so far, Mayflower? We're liking it so far.
It's a
I would recommend it for sure. It's pretty entertaining. We haven't had to buy anything yet, which is pretty awesome. So it's pretty good. Oh my gosh. Barnaby Wild said it's also a big thing in Cthulhu. Yes.
yes, the old ones.
I love
If
Cthulhu.
you compare at all like the SCPs to like Cabin in the Woods,
Oh my gosh, you guys,
there
yes.
are so many.
That is so, we were just talking about that this morning. It truly is, isn't it? It's like,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's freaking Cabin in the
When it comes
Woods,
to
but
enemies, I've got them covered.
in an open source horror venue. And by the way, if anybody out there can actually help the SCP Foundation in their struggles against against Russian trolls, then absolutely please help them.
well, you know. Ooh.
Hey.
What was that SCP episode that we were watching this morning that they were talking about that one SCP creature that is dressed up as a gorilla with a...
Oh, which number? I don't
I don't
I'm
remember
never
the
gonna
number
remember the
either.
number for it, but it's really, really cool. The gist of it is that it wants to scare people, but it only can scare people as much as its reference of knowledge allows
Yes.
it to. So it basically looks like it's a guy inside a gorilla suit with like a diver's helmet on. And so the way that they trick it is the members of the SCP Foundation always act scared no matter what.
So they
it
actually
does.
hire actors to scare
To just
it.
like make like,
For
oh
them
my
to
god,
scare.
I'm so scared, I'm so
Yeah.
terrified, to make it feel like it's
No good for going
doing
fast.
something.
Right.
And then when they show it movies of not scary, like movies that are, what would you call those? Probably like the Ed Wood of horror.
Yeah, so they
movies.
know that it can adapt, so they won't show it anything that's too terrifying because it will keep adapting, so they just try to show it things that are very mediocre and pretend it's scary. So
Because if it
Like a
ever
gorilla-
saw anything that was actually scary, then it would be, oh, ow, ow, absolutely awful.
Ooh.
We have to keep pretending that we're scared of it
Absolutely.
and showing it things that aren't actually scary, because if it actually saw something that was truly terrifying to humans, we would be very, very much in trouble.
It actually, Barnaby, it does sound, it very much looks like a Scooby-Doo character from the 1960s for sure.
Yeah, gorilla suit with,
With
a
a
diver's helmet.
Helmet on. It's hilarious.
Oh, you want to know about this gem?
No. Yes.
Kidding. You're seriously asking? This is a vision. It's used by the Chosen to draw on elemental powers.
Oh.
In terms of
Mayflower says you could press B for bag, C for character, or J for quest jobs.
Oh, if I had known B for bag. Ah.
Thank you so much. We really didn't know that.
you.
That
Thank
was
you.
very, very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, 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 thank you. I probably won't remember the next time we play this
No.
game, but thank you, 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 thank you.
Flying, flying, flying. Oh.
You've never seen a vision? Just where exactly are you?
She's so
from?
condescending. I don't like
Are you a
her.
hilly churl with some level of reasonable intelligence?
Oh no, I don't like her at all.
me?
Doubt it. After all, hilly churls aren't exactly known for their smarts. And you more or less qualified
Oh.
to be a magister's apprentice.
Door of Resurrection
You
activated.
shouldn't underestimate your opponents.
Ooh, look, we're there, you guys.
Break it, and we can head home and relax.
It's one of those consolidated win
Ah.
The thought of putting my feet up and relaxing has me all fired up.
Cheers.
Lion of the south, wolf of the north,
That was loud.
That was very loud. Sorry. I'm happy we didn't break a wine glass.
the four winds of Mondstat.
Here we go. Backstory, everybody. Listen.
The god of Animo.
Animo. Animo, guys. Animo. This
The
is
dragon of
important.
the east, Stormterror.
Is it?
Its
I
real
don't know.
name?
Who knows?
Dvalin.
Dvalin.
Dvalin. Mm.
So Stormterror is Dvalin.
Though most in Mondstat seem to have forgotten that in all this Stormterror business.
Oh, yeah.
So
Mhm.
now you know why Dvalin is only able to channel 3 of the four winds' power.
Ah. Does that make sense?
Nope.
Okay.
Because
Mm-mm.
it has been consuming itself from the beginning.
Oh, that is.
Because
What?
of hatred, I presume.
Oh, you poor dragon.
Mm.
We need to save you.
Hatred for Mondstat. Hatred drove it to become something more powerful than the wind itself. To become Stormterror.
Oh.
But why would one of the four winds hate the city it was supposed to protect?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
Paimon.
We
Who
probably screwed him over at some point.
It's something that's really hard to say aloud.
Oh,
You screwed over the dragon.
She totally did.
You guys.
Here, take this. It's a very old story from more than a century ago.
They had it coming.
Barnaby Wild says, in case you didn't see the previous message, there's a channel called the Exploring Series, if you don't know about it already, that videos discuss what SCPs, Cthulhu, and Dungeons and Dragons, just name a few. It's one of my fave channels.
Oh,
Oh, we were so check that out when we
out.
get back out of the SCP facility that we escaped from tonight. And Maylee Flower says, I'm an old player, so if you guys ever have any questions about the game, I'll try to answer them for you.
Oh, thank you so
Thanks.
much.
We've been winging it so far, but I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I can say this. I
Yeah.
am duly impressed by the quality of this
It's
game.
so good, you guys.
Especially,
really like it.
you guys would not believe that a free game would be this polished.
It's so good.
I've not spent a dime on this game, and it just
New
keeps going.
character.
The game itself is beautiful. It's every
I look that
bit,
good in purple too.
Yeah.
True story.
But it's every bit as enticing as Breath of the Wild with its
Yes.
gameplay and without costing,
Money.
$60.
Do we have to save or are we good?
I don't think we have to save. I think it's all saved on their server.
Okay.
Online stuff Lisa was going on about should hopefully be back to normal.
Very good. We accomplished a lot today, you guys. We're probably gonna start wrapping this stream up now or.
And yeah, once we're just like waiting
Yes.
to actually get back to the screen and stuff, but she just doesn't stop talking.
Oh my
though.
gosh, it is just like me. I would be this
Navi!
character in this game. It is Navi.
Hey,
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 listen. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Quest completed.
To be continued.
Ooh.
Wait. Okay, so is that different from the actual levels? Is there also like not just character level, but now like adventurer level? Oh my god, this game has. I just elbowed my microphone.
Sure
sorry.
did.
But I'm like, this game has so much going on. There's like, I no wonder people could literally spend hundreds of hours playing this game, and oh wow.
Well, anyway, so I think this is a good place to end it. So, you guys, thanks for joining us on this little adventure
you guys
today.
have been hanging out with us all evening. Thank you so very, very much for this. We are planning on releasing a new Gaming Wineos video tomorrow. We're delving back into the world of Don't
be afraid. Ooh.
And so I'm trying very, very hard to still make a game that's as spooky as that game, still be funny when we can.
Trying.
So come take a look at that when you have a chance. We did just release a the first time in a while we had a
Beauty is Pain
video out. He got his face.
Y'all, I got my face lasered off. It was insane.
And it looked like it hurt.
It hurt.
I didn't do it.
A lot.
But it looked like it hurt. So if you get a chance to take a look at that, like, comment, give us a subscribe on YouTube. Let us know actually if you like the Beauty is Pain series. We're kind of teetering on that one a bit. So just so you know, we want to know is this something that you're interested in that we should make more videos of, or should we stick more to doing the like the Taste It Then Make It and Gaming Wineos. We got a couple other ideas that I'm hoping are going to be coming out within the next month. And so please stick around and see if you're interested in any of those.
I'm Blunder.
And I'm Bungle.
Thanks for watching a live stream of Gaming Wineos.
Ding.
Ding. We'll see you guys in the next stream. Probably next Thursday. I probably won't be here. I might be here. It's always a surprise when Blunder shows up. So,
but I'll be here.
But Bungle
so till next time, everybody.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank God I'm out of wine.
Oh, you've been out of wine for a while. You poor drunken fool.
Why?
Bye.
Bye, everyone.